Now, a few weeks ago, Meet Kevin sold out of about $20 million of stocks, and he made a video announcing it to the world, and the YouTube world in particular went a bit mad. Loads of people were saying he's crazy, he's wrong, he's an idiot, that the markets aren't going to fall at all, everything like that and everything under the sun, and I think he even ended up opening up some short positions. Now, he said it was purely a financial decision. He made that pretty clear. He thinks markets are going to go down in the short term, so his actions made perfect sense. Now, I, along with many other YouTubers, made a video on this explaining what happened, giving my point of view. Now, as you'd expect, lots of Meet Kevin watchers saw that video without seeing any of my other content, no surprise there. These people though, they really didn't know my position, they didn't know me, and they thought I was attacking Kevin. They took it mostly as a negative video, which it actually wasn't meant to be. Now, for context, for any viewers who might be in that situation right now, who watch Kevin but haven't seen any of my content before, I've been waiting for this market crash for months now. I've been making videos documenting the evolving geopolitical and macroeconomic conditions, waiting for the correction to the bubble that was obvious in my opinion. In December, I sold out of all of my American equities. I only hold one stock right now, and that's in a tax advantaged account that makes it inconvenient for me to sell. So my trading strategy was actually very similar to Meet Kevin's, and I never critiqued him for selling out. I did it myself just a few weeks prior to him. Now, my video wasn't a critique of his decision, but lots of other videos about him were. People were calling him an idiot, saying he'll miss out on the biggest bull run in history, but then Kevin actually turned out to be right. Markets kept dipping, and slowly everyone else started to jump on the bandwagon and call for market crashes as well, ignoring the fact that they'd ridiculed Kevin for doing the same thing, just timing it better. Now, I probably got how he felt during that time more than most. I've also had people laugh and call me a bear unnecessarily, apparently completely unaware of the fact that markets have been falling, starting with tech stocks on the Nasdaq like DocuSign and Peloton before moving on to blue chip tech like Netflix, and then finally hitting the broad-based markets as a whole, just as I explained would happen months ago. Now look, I'd love to say that this was a genius prediction, but the reality is this exact same thing happened with the dot-com bubble in 2000, and it was very obvious to see it coming. Now, why are we talking about this again? Well, Kevin made a new video, almost a music video, basically boasting about getting it right, timing the top perfectly, and how he's now buying back into the markets at lower prices, taking clips from other YouTubers who were saying he was wrong and all of that, and contrasting it with what's actually happened. It's actually a really well-made video, it's quite funny as well, and it's definitely worth a watch, so the link is down below in the description as usual. But a couple things do need to be said here, I feel, so I'm just going to have to say them. In that video, it does seem like Kevin's propagating the idea that he rode the market to the top, timed it perfectly, and then got out, and then he plugs his course for thousands of dollars on how to trade stocks and do everything else, but he conveniently misses out the entirety of 2021, where he lost money consistently by buying $1 million of Peloton stock, for example, and a bunch of other overhyped tech stocks that lost 40, 50, 60, even 70% of their value. Now, this video I'm making right here, I'm not trying to deride Kevin for this. It's just meant to make sure that at least some people know that actually he didn't get it all right. So maybe spending $6,007 on a bunch of courses isn't the best idea. And yes, that is a real number I pulled from his website today. To be perfectly honest, I really don't know why I'm making this video. I just don't want people to watch that video, the Kevin played you one, and think that if they just buy his courses and copy his trades, then they'll get rich too, and then go and drop almost $7,000 on what basically amounts to a pipe dream. I hope this video isn't seen as just an attack on Kevin. I think he's a great guy. I enjoy the content he puts out, and this is more just a plea to people to think about where they put their money and not to get wrapped up in the hype and think that this is their path to unbridled riches. On a quickly random note though, I am a bit surprised to see Kevin buying back into the markets already. I think it's probably a little bit premature, but he is a bullish guy. He believes the tech that these companies put out is world changing, so it does make sense. He wants to make sure that he owns their stocks, and reducing his cost basis and increasing his ownership in those companies is still probably a solid outcome for him, no matter what happens in the future, compared to just holding on and doing nothing. Again, please don't take this video the wrong way. I'm just a random guy online with an opinion. Maybe it's different to yours or Kevin's, but at the end of the day, it's not that deep. Getting emotional or angry over videos online is just a surefire way to stay unhappy. And I don't really have much else to say here. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to bless the YouTube algorithm. If you want more content like this, then check out our Patreon and join our community of investors. You get access to our Discord, loads of exclusive content like insight into my portfolio and buy and sell alerts for all my own investments. There's a link in the description to masterworks.io, a site that allows you to buy fractional shares of art from world famous artists like Banksy, which can be a great way to diversify your portfolio with non-market correlated assets. It's completely free to sign up, so if that sounds interesting, make sure to check it out. There's also a link in the description to BlockFi, which will give you up to $250 in free Bitcoin when you use it. You can also get 9% interest on stablecoins like USDC, which is a far higher rate than you get from any savings account these days. Just make sure not to use Tether. Thank you all for the support. Thanks for watching. Stay stoic. Until next time.